A Serpent's Tooth, an Ann Kinnear suspense novel. Written by Matty Dalrymple. Narrated by Victoria Matlock. For Wade Walton and Mary Dalrymple, for whom I'm deeply thankful. How sharper than a serpent's tooth it is to have a thankless child. William Shakespeare, King Lear. Chapter 1. Del Barrent followed the red Mazda Miata off I-95 and up the gradual incline of Industrial Highway. The tank farms, warehouses, and weed-choked stretches of pavement that flanked the road were just visible in the waning evening light. He passed the spidery structure of a rusting refinery and a few smokestacks standing like giant cacti in a concrete desert. The skyscrapers that defined the Philadelphia skyline hovered like a mirage in the distance. The Miata turned left. Billboards advertising casinos, Powerball, and personal injury lawyers gave way to apartment buildings and duplexes, plywood-covered windows like black eyes in the building's facades. Where could she be going? Gradually the buildings became a bit less decrepit, the lawns a bit less trash-strewn. The Miata made a few more turns, and Del found himself in more reassuring surroundings. Modest two-story brick row houses, including one stretch painted in cheerful reds, blues, and yellows, were interspersed with convenience stores, hoagie shops, and churches. On one block, children ran through the spray from an open fire hydrant. Their shrieks reached him only faintly through the windows of his Ford Escape, its air conditioning chugging valiantly against the heavy heat of the August evening. The traffic thinned, and Del dropped back, trying to avoid notice by the other car's driver. As he continued to follow the Miata through West Philadelphia, the homes became more well-tended, the vehicles parked along the tree-shaded streets less dented and rusty. Chain-link fences gave way to pocked wrought iron surrounding tiny lawns. Residents sat on porches or strolled the sidewalks with dogs or children. Del realized with a start that he was seeing houses he had passed a few minutes earlier. Had he been spotted? His hands tightened on the wheel as he debated whether to drop back even further and risk missing one of the Miata's seemingly random turns, or to close the gap and risk a confrontation. The Miata continued straight for several blocks on Larch Street, then turned left. When Del reached the...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?